Today's going to be a great, simple summertime dish that you're going to love for lunch or dinner. We're going to make Greek-style pizza, and we're starting with the base already done from Peperonata pasta, one of my favorite little stops at the market. I picked up some beautiful jumbo Gulf shrimp from Maggie Seafood. Simple grill with oregano, salt and pepper and lemon. Gonna chill that down. It's gonna be perfect. So stay with me. I'm cooking up a storm. Greek pizza today. I'll be back in just a few minutes. That's right. It's gonna be light. It's gonna be really refreshing, and you can take liberties on what you want to use. Believe it or not, I'm probably the only chef around that doesn't really like olives. So I'm not going to be putting black olives on this, but we're going to be putting some really good ingredients. One thing we want to do, I got this beautiful eggplant down at Warden Farms, the organic farm stand at the Saturday market. And what we want to do is we want to sweat the moisture out of the eggplant. So we're going to sprinkle it pretty liberally with kosher salt. Let that sit for about 20 minutes, and then you'll be able to pat it dry. You'll see a lot of moisture will come out of that, so it won't make your pizza too moist. Now over here, I've been sauteing red onions. The thing about any onion is really to try to pick them when they're more the flat global ones instead of with the longer ones. If they're long and thinner, it means they're going to be stronger, and those are the bitter ones, so round fat is what we want for the onions. So I've sauteed these for about 5 minutes. We don't really need them browned. We just want to get that flavor. And I'm going to dust them with a little fennel salt and a little oregano. So that part's done. Now we're going to come over to our pizza crust that I picked up at Peperonata, and that makes it really easy. So it has just that little smidge of red sauce on it, which is perfect. We don't want it too saucy. This is more of a white pizza. So we're going to put the onions right on top of that. When the eggplant has sweated and it's ready, then we're going to put it in the oven. And I already have some going, so I want to show you what it's going to look like. We're not going to cook it all the way through because it's going back in the oven. So again, we've taken off some more moisture. We're going to let the steam get out, and there we have it. Now, once the onions come off, I want to show you the feta cheese. Either buy feta cheese in the whole block, or what I picked up at Yoder's today. It comes in the basket with a liquid. You lift it right up, but when the feta, which is very salty, stays in with the liquid, it's much more moist and flavorful. So we want to use that. 2 layers of feta cheese, and then we'll start working on the eggplant. When we come back, it's time to saute up the spinach and the shrimp, and we have one really refreshing meal going on. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Well, it's coming along really well. I have one pizza in the oven, and the feta cheese is starting to get a little bit brown, which is what we want. The shrimp is all done with a zest of lemon and really good quality olive oil, salt and pepper. So we're going to quickly saute the spinach with a little oil. Then we're going to take some organic grape tomatoes. I have a variety of colors. I love the heirlooms. And I added a little more of my fennel salt to that, and then we're just going to toss it with the high quality olive oil, and we'll let that sit for a little bit. As soon as the spinach goes on the pizza, we'll get some more feta, we'll get that in the oven. Shrimp is the last thing you want to get on, or make it meatless Monday, and it's going to be fine to go just like this. In this bowl, I have Greek yogurt, and I am making a tzatziki, which is basically grated cucumber, lemon zest, lemon juice, and some dill. Now you want to make sure that it sets up, so put it in the refrigerator for about an hour. If you don't want to make it and you happen to be by a place like Sprouts, you can pick up a container that's already made, and that will last in your fridge close to a week, so it's going to be just perfect. Pinch of dill, and that's going to go in the fridge, and we'll get the batch that's already done. So I also have a jar of marinated artichoke hearts that are cut into pieces, and I just love artichokes. I think that really adds some nice flavor to the pizza. Now, if you weren't using shrimp, but you wanted to use some form of meat, definitely ground lamb would be really nice on this. So what I usually do at home is one with some form of shrimp or something like that, and one just like this, because if any guests are coming in that don't want to eat the meat, they don't have to. So we have the spinach barely sauteed. Now we're going to put the artichoke hearts around, and then we're going to top it with some more of the feta cheese. Okay, that nice moist feta cheese, so we've drained that off a little bit, and that's gonna go in the oven. When it comes out, we're gonna let it cool down for just a few minutes, scatter the shrimp around, and then we're gonna top it with these bright tomatoes, one last hit of oregano, and we're done. We have a great Greek pizza, and I think John Scalzi is ready to take a bite. I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Oh, we're doing Greek pizza.
Throw out the plates. Greek pizza.
Yum.
So we have the eggplant that was roasted with a little oregano and olive oil, and then we have that delicious Gulf shrimp from Maggie Seafood.
I love
with a
Maggie
pop of
Seafood.
lemon. I know,
Makes
me
it.
too. And great vegetables from Warden Farms. Pepperonata pasta was the base. I almost made this as a pasta dish, and he had suggested that I try their pizza. And you can do it for Mother's Day or just chilling. I know you love to make
That's
pizza
good.
on the grill. Thank you.
Wow, that's seriously good eats there.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of feta.
Very healthy too.
Yeah, it's lighter, it's a thinner crust, and it's more focused on the fresh ingredients.
Recipes on our website, mysuncoast.com. Click on the dining link page. It'll take you there with all the instructions. Plus, we have a little something for our viewers.
Gift card giveaway every week, so sign up for our newsletter if you haven't already, and you'll be entered to win a $50 gift card to one of our great restaurants here on the Suncoast.
Thanks, Judy.